At guard, number 3, Frank Richardson. At center, number 11, Michelle Anya. At 4, number 15, Shakula Nunn. And at guard, number 23, A.D. Durham. The crown led by head coach Trisha Stafford.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to tonight's special at that. It's Christmas in July. The Charlotte Crown are here at Enmarket Arena being hosted by the Savannah Steel. And last time these two rivals played, they gave us an instant classic. Savannah fought back from 9 down in the 4th behind clutch playing by Harmony Turner and Alicia Jenkins, taking a 72-70 lead late in that game. But of course, Charlotte's Reagan Richardson hit the ice-cold dagger from deep to seal a 78-74 victory for the Charlotte Crown. Tonight, Savannah is back on home court after a 5-game series that led them to Jacksonville this past weekend, and they're looking to settle the score with the Charlotte Crown after taking that final loss in their 5-game series to wrap up just some sweet summer playing. I know we have a month left, and it's time to get down to the nitty-gritty as the championship game is among us. And according to Don Oriender, the commissioner of the UPSHOT League, every team has a chance at this point in the season to make it to that game. I'm Desi Hartwell alongside my partner in crime, Lydia Gattosi. Lydia, how are you feeling tonight? It's been a while since we've been here.
Yeah, I'm feeling great. Ready to be back at home. Love promoting the Steel here, especially on the home court. And then I know how much the Steel loves playing at home. They've got their 6th man here, which is Savannah. And the energy is really good in here tonight for Christmas in July.
Absolutely. I'm excited to have a fun little Christmas sweater on. It's got Snoopy on it.
Okay. I've got red on.
Dashing through the snow. So look, I was like, we haven't dressed in the theme this whole summer. Let's try to do our best tonight.
Yes.
And my mom got a chance to sing the national anthem, and she was really excited about that. I'm glad she did get a chance to do that.
Which was amazing.
And she loves Christmas in July. Our TV has Hallmark movies playing the whole month of July. So this was the perfect game for her as well.
Oh, that's awesome.
Now tell me, we talked about what these two teams did the last time they played each other. We know that Savannah Steel was facing the league-leading scorer in Deja Kelly, who's averaging about 17 points a game, as well as the league-leading rebounder in Shaquila Nunn, who's averaging about 11 rebounds per game. And then Deja Kelly also leads the league in assists. And so we have a league leader as well. That's Laisha Petrie, who leads the league in steals. So it's going to be interesting. What are you seeing from these two teams? What are you expecting?
Yeah, I mean, you just said the big things right there. Charlotte has the UPSHOT leading rebounder and scorer. A big conversation that's been had in practice this week and with coach is that Savannah's got to keep Charlotte off the glass. They're one of the best rebounding teams in the league, and the Steel has to control the glass, limit those second chance opportunities to be successful. I mean, what we know is, the Steel, they've got some new players, so these new additions are going to give them more versatility, more speed, and Coach Ross wants to use those players to create easier scoring opportunities in transition here tonight. And for Charlotte, they're going to go to their strengths. So their leading scorer, Deja Kelly, she's a very versatile guard as well, and then they want to control the glass themselves because it's one of their biggest strengths.
I mean, Shaquila Nunn had, I think the last time that these two teams played, Shaquila Nunn had about 9 offensive rebounds alone, right? And so it's she averages 10, but she had 9 offensive rebounds. And so that's a testament to just how aggressive she is on the glass. And so like you mentioned, that was one of the big things for Coach Ross. We know rebounding has been somewhat an Achilles heel for the Savannah Steel team this entire season. So Coach Ross talked a lot about how adding these big guards, adding diamond battles, and adding Tamia Scott is going to really help this team help the Savannah Steel team on the rebounding, because we know we have guards who like to rebound. I mean, Harmony Turner was a guard who loved to rebound. Q Morrison is a guard who loves to rebound, and I say that because Q comes out of nowhere. You can't go up lackadaisical and expect to just get a rebound over her, because she'll come out. And so it's going to be very interesting to see just how these two teams will play each other tonight.
Yeah, it'll be exciting to watch. I think the players will be able to play with a different pace tonight, and something that they're comfortable doing.
On the floor for the Charlotte Crown right now, we have number 2, of course, league leading scorer Deja Kelly, number 3 Reagan Richardson, who hit that ice cold game winner against the Savannah Steel the last time these two teams played each other. And then we have Michelle Onya as well as Shaquila Nunn starting, and then A.D. Durr starting for this Charlotte Crown squad. And then on the Savannah Steel side, we have Olivia Cochran, Q Morrison, Tamia Scott, Lauren Taylor, and Alicia Jenkins starting for this Savannah Steel team. And Shaquila Nunn trying to get in there and get the rebound, but Alicia Jenkins does grab it over her. And Savannah is going to get their first opportunity to score in this game. Cochran at the top of the key, shooting a 16-footer. Good box out by Michelle Onya. Reagan Richardson comes in and keeps the rebound to herself. A.D. Durr at the top of the key for a heat check to start the game off. No good. Q Morrison pushing pace. Bounce past Nudie Jenkins, who's going to slide in through the defense. Have to tap it out when she can't finish the goal herself. Reagan Richardson on the drive, and is going to be bumped by Tamia Scott. And that'll be a on the floor foul. Scott's first. First team foul as well. And the ball will be taken out on the sideline. Richardson to inbound. Kelly from the top of the key, too strong. Cochran grabs the rebound and is going to bring the ball up the floor herself. Tamia Scott is going to get Durr in the air and then drive. Is going to lose the handle. Kelly pushing pace now. Both teams still looking for their first goals in this game. Nunn is going to pull from the top of the key, and it's going to be too strong. Now Jenkins is bringing the ball up the floor. Gets it to Scott on the wing. Scott is going to hand off to Jenkins. Jenkins is going to look to drive, trying to get it on the inside, and does to Cochran. Cochran's going to spin on Nunn. Hook shot, fade away, no good. Kelly pushing pace again. He's trying to look for her shot and try to get herself involved. She's going to drive on Q Morrison, pick up her dribble, hand off to Onya. She's going to try to drive on Lauren Taylor. Fade away jumper too strong. And Scott is going to give it to Q Morrison, and now Coach Ross is going to slow it down, trying to get her team to set it up as there's been too much back and forth for her liking. Scott from the three, in and out. So we're seeing both teams get some good shots off, right? It's a very fast play.
Yeah, definitely. I think that they're creating those opportunities for each other really well tonight, and that's why we're seeing a lot of those plays get executed.
Well, Coach Stafford Odom is going to take a timeout, and we will as well, as both teams try to regroup and see who's going to get the score first. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena. 7:48 to go in this first quarter, and the score is still 0-0. Coach Stafford Odom called a timeout, trying to get her team to regroup so we can get some points on the board, because one of Coach Brown's favorite things for Savannah to say is you have to get the round thing in the round thing, and neither team has been able to do that yet, as Reagan Richardson has that one go over the backboard.
Yeah, I think both teams are playing with great pace. It's just about executing and finishing with that pace. You want to be able to play fast but finish soft.
Lauren Taylor doing a good job of spinning on the inside into the defenders, but she couldn't draw a foul on that one. Shaquila Nunn at the top of the key. She's going to hand off to A.D. Durr, who I wouldn't be surprised if they could get the scoring going. And that'll be a turnover by Charlotte, and it'll be Steel basketball.
Yeah, it's pretty surprising to see both teams go a full 3 minutes without scoring a bucket, but I think that just comes again with wanting to play with a faster pace and just adjusting to it. You know, this is their first time at home in a handful of games, so to be back at home, it's going to be a switch up for them.
And a little just mishandledness. It'll stay with Savannah as it was tipped out by Kelly. But both teams trying to just get themselves going on the offensive end.
Yeah, I think both teams are trying to look inside as well. We've seen a little bit of high-low action, so trying to get a shot down in the block is going to get their momentum going, just an easy shot that they're used to.
And Olivia Cochran is going to call her own number to get the scoring going as she keeps the basketball on a fake handoff and floats it in. And now we're seeing Charlotte pick up the pace even faster as Deja Kelly is going to fake a three. She's going to drive instead. Q Morrison playing some tough defense on Michelle Onyas. Shaquila Nunn fades away and gets the scoring going for herself and her team. 2-2. Scott's gonna roll a pick and pop, and then Cochran's gonna really use the body. She's gonna do, that was a good job by Olivia Cochran, I feel like, with getting her, using her momentum against Michelle Onyas. The only thing she didn't do was make the basket, but she made a really good move there.
Yeah, definitely just being aware of the situation, the circumstances, and like you said, she did a great job there of reading it and looking at the matchup itself.
I definitely did take your job just then. That was probably something you should have said.
No worries.
Cochran does make one. And we're seeing Z Spearman come in, as well as Diamond Battles, a Georgia graduate player coming in for the first time, getting her first minutes with the Savannah Steel team. Diamond Battles is number 3.
Yeah, Diamond Battles, an AAC player and defensive player of the year. She swept top individual honors at UCF during the 2021-22 season, earned AAC player of the year, defensive player of the year, and AAC tournament most outstanding player. And then all SEC and all defensive honors in 2022-2023, 1,500-point playmaker. I mean, she's just got so many different accolades that we could talk about, and just how great of an addition she is for the Steel roster.
Jenkins grabbed the rebound, but did get tied up by Onya. And we'll be jumping the ball off at the free throw line. I think Savannah's done a really good job of rebounding in the scout report, and I know you mentioned at pregame before we tipped off that was going to be a focus. Coach Ross talked a lot about that. Even in practice, you talked about how she told the teams, if you are running, if you do not.
Yeah, practice
rebounding
was a big focus. It was, you got to even if your player is not involved, get a body on somebody. We got to rebound tomorrow. We've got to box out.
It's going to be a backcourt violation. Has players trying to get a little clarification on the call. Looking at that again, we see Onya tie up Jenkins, and they had to jump it off there. The ball was tipped backcourt by the Charlotte Crown, and Kelly tried to kind of save it. I mean, and it wasn't necessarily all inconclusive, so I understand her going for it anyway. Olivia Cochran couldn't get the roll, but it was a nice move either way. Really looking to finish those bunnies. And Z Spearman is going to come in trying to tie up Shaquila Nunn, and instead is going to take the foul. That'll be Spearman's first. And Charlotte will be taking it out on the sideline.
I was going to say, Spearman's just looking to, play good defense down low, keep people off the glass. I mean, she's doing her job down there, making it tough for the post players.
And then she knows how to disrupt a shooter. I mean, you see how tall she is, standing at 6'4". And I mean, hand in A.D. Durr's face. Durr didn't even have a chance to see the basket. And then Diamond Battles doing what we knew she would do, which is facilitate and push pace, as she does. Get the ball down low to Z Spearman, who drew the foul on Kelly, and now is at the free throw line.
Yeah, I think Spearman's going to be a big addition in this game tonight, especially with disrupting Shaquila Nunn. Like we said, she's the leader in the UPSHOT League for rebounding, so Z's presence down low and her being able to disrupt shots is going to be a big deal for her tonight.
Q Morrison is going to come in from the bench and give Tamia Scott a rest. As Z Spearman splits the trip at the charity stripe. Kelly bringing the ball down the floor. Gets it up top to A.D. Durr. Mouse in the house of Michelle Onya. Onya gets it on the inside, kicks it out to Nunn for the jumper, and it's no good. Jenkins pushing pace quickly up the floor. Savannah trying to get into their offense as fast as possible. Inside pass to Z Spearman from Q Morrison, and Spearman is going to draw the foul on Nunn. And that was an interesting move by Q Morrison. We talk a lot about her assist and facilitating for the Savannah Steel team. She leads this team in assists, which is very interesting, and Q Morrison is also 4th in the league in assists as well. But, I mean, she pretends to shoot a three and then just rockets a pass inside to Z Spearman, who's in between three players, right?
I mean, we know she's the team's facilitator. She's the team's leader. She's the team's vet. So it's not surprising that she leads and assists. And the fact that she was able to get that pass in there that quick, you know, that's just her game. Facilitating is her thing.
And Z Spearman, I mean, Q Morrison and Z Spearman are really close, and so they talk a lot about knowing each other's games, knowing each other's spots on the floor, and just understanding where each other likes to get the ball. Reagan Richardson with a fadeaway jumper, no good. Q Morrison again moving quickly, looking to set up the offense, and does. She picks up her dribble. Lauren Taylor looks on the inside, hands off to Battles. Taylor's gonna drive on none, too strong, can't get the foul. It's a 4-on-3 situation. And we're actually seeing number 2, Jalea Williams, in for the first time, getting some minutes on the floor for the Savannah Steel team, a newcomer as well. And Kelly just doing a good job right there of driving to the hole, understanding that Williams was on her hip, and so she was gonna be able to draw that foul.
Yeah, Williams is another player that's going to be exciting to watch. As we know, there's just so much talent in the UPSHOT League, and she's just going to be another addition to that. I mean, she was ACC All-Freshman Team accolades in 2021 and 2022. She played a pivotal role in Miami's historic 2023 NCAA tournament run to the Elite Eight. She started all 35 games and provided crucial defensive stops against the top-tier national competition. So she also has a ton of accolades and for the steal.
Oh, Reagan Richardson with trying to pump fake that one, and does. Q Morrison did get a block on none there. Or Grissett, excuse me, who came in for Shaquila Nunn. But Savannah can't control the boards there. Can't keep the ball in their hands. And Grissett kind of caught the ball at the last second and finished that for Charlotte. Z Spearman pulling up for the 13-foot jumper, no good. Reagan Richardson storming down the center floor. She's gonna kick it out. 3 too strong by KK Deans. Morrison at the top of the key. Williams on a drive on Kelly. She's gonna spin on the inside, get it to Z Spearman, who's gonna finish the play and get the and-one opportunity. And that was a really interesting play by Williams. I mean, a gutsy play at that. I mean, she took Jason Kelly to the hole, had Kelly up in the air, spins on the inside. Onya came over to help.
Yeah, I think she made the right read right there. Like you said, Kelly was kind of on her hip, got past her. She could have put it up, but she saw that extra one more pass to Z Spearman, and Z Spearman was able to finish strong because we know how she plays through contact.
Z Spearman doing a really good job of finishing through contact in the past few games. And personally, to me, I think she's making a very good case for herself to be most improved player if we have that award in this inaugural season.
Definitely. I mean, coaches.
At Donna.
We saw her develop a ton at Tennessee. She worked her way from being just a post player to being able to play outside the arc, and we're seeing that here too. And I think a lot of it is coming with confidence and learning what it's like to be a pro. About a month ago, I would say Coach Brown talked about Z Spearman and was just like, it's been so fun watching her grow, and we're seeing her turn into that pro that we all know she's capable of being.
Right. I mean, I feel like Z Spearman is a player that is the epitome of joy, because you talked about Coach Brown. I think in that same instant, Coach Brown also talks about us watching Z understand the game and get it in real time. And then it's showing in her game at that. I mean, this is her third trip to the free throw line in this game already. But she's showing it. And Z even talked to us about being that role player and understanding that she's just going to be what her team needs at any given moment. If they need her to be scoring, she's going to score, and we've seen her be able to do that. And then if they need her to rebound, she's going to rebound. If they need her to be the aggressor and take some of those foul calls, then she's going to do that too. She talks about all those things and just being a really strong role player for this squad.
Yeah, we know how important that is to have role players and people that, hey, we need you to do this today. And that's what Z does, is she will 100% lock into exactly what you need from her for that specific game.
Z Spearman is 6 for 7 from the free throw line already in this game. It is still 2 minutes to go in the first quarter. Spearman gets a block right there. And now Jalea Williams is pushing pace down the floor, picks up her dribble, gets it over to Q Morrison, who gets it in on the inside to Spearman, who's going to take it and drive. She's going to fade away, and she's going to score there as well. Z Spearman already to 10 points in this first quarter. And like I said, just under 2 minutes left to go. Jalea Williams with the steal, going to get Q Morrison. We're watching Q Morrison ×2 on the floor as they share the basketball, and Q Morrison gets in on the scoring as well.
And they are just playing with an incredible pace right now. It's working so well with this roster, and they're really just finding ways to highlight everybody's versatile points that they have.
And I mean, we're just seeing again also the defensive aggressiveness from the Savannah Steel team. If they're not even, they may not be out rebounding, which, I mean, Shaquille Nunn just came back into the game. So Coach Stafford Oldham realized that she needed to make a change there on the offensive end for her team, because Shaquille Nunn does a good job of giving them second chance opportunities. But Savannah is disrupting Charlotte so much that it doesn't even matter that they may not be rebounding as well as Charlotte, because they're doing everything else better than Charlotte right this minute.
Yeah, and Steel is playing their game. This is the type of pace they want to play at, and with these type of players.
Reagan Richardson just walks into the layup after a good seal on Lauren Taylor by Lily Grissett. That's just a veteran IQ with women in basketball. Q Morrison picks up her dribble. Diamond battles, falls to the floor. KK Deans tries to finish it, but does get fouled by Morrison instead. Charlotte looking to try to match Savannah's pace right now. I think having some of this guard play really adding these guards has really helped. It's fresh legs. I know Coach Ross talks a lot about that, because this Steel squad has been dealing a lot with fatigue, because they haven't always had 8-9 players available to play. It's been really 6-7, 8 on the bench, but 6 or 7 players really feeling comfortable enough to play in a game.
Yeah, and just being able to get them to start gelling together. There's still we've got August coming up, which is postseason, and that's going to be something important. So seeing them gel like this now and play with the pace they want now is just going to bring good things for August.
And again, we've already talked a little bit about it. Q Morrison doing a good job of getting those 2 players in there. And Z Spearman finishing again through the contact, this time drawing a foul on Shaquilla Nunn.
And I mean, the team is just playing with joy, like Coach Ross talked about this morning. She said, I want to see these girls play with joy, have fun, and play their game, and that's exactly what they're doing.
This is the second to last game for the Savannah Steel in July. The only other July game they'll have is July 31st, as when they'll play Jacksonville. But the Savannah Steel have not had a win in July yet. They're 0-7. They're on a 7-game losing streak, and they've been losing since the start of July. KK Dean's shot too strong, and that should be Savannah Steel basketball, as Lily Grissett and Kylie Cornegay-Lucas both struggled to corral that rebound.
The Steel are just controlling the pace right now, and it's their game in this first quarter. They are completely dominating this first quarter.
Trying to get it on the inside to Z Spearman. The angle just wasn't there. It wasn't there. But there will be a foul called instead, and Spearman will be back at the line. Again, now she's shooting 86% from the free throw line right now. 7 for 8. Looking to get 9 and 10. Short on number 9. But Spearman, we talked about her being in double figures earlier with 10, and she already has 13.
13 points in the first quarter. She's going to work.
Q Morrison does hit the ball out of Grissette's hands when Grissette tried to corral that rebound. And that'll be the end of the first quarter. Savannah with the 10-point lead, leading the Crown 19-9. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. Don't go anywhere.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena. The Savannah Steel with a 10-point lead. We didn't get a chance to talk about the referees for this game, but Refology, the playbook behind the whistle. Today's game is supported by Refology, the official officiating platform of the UPSHOT League. Refology, built for better game days. And Savannah having a really good game day so far. It's been all Savannah through that first quarter, outscoring the Crown by 10. It's their game to lose right now. Charlotte really looking to get themselves involved, trying to finish up a really long road trip that they've been on. Cochran is gonna drive to the inside on Quinzia Fulmore. Now Cochran's gonna finish it there as well.
What was so great about that move is Cochran did not show at all what she was going to do. It looked like she was going to pass it and then hit her drop step spin move and was able to finish without any tell of the move that she was going to make.
Quinzia Fulmore, for that mistake the first time, is going to get the nice hook shot there over Cochran. But yes, I feel like Olivia Cochran is the epitome of never let them know your next move. To me, it's Scott really trying to get her scoring going.
The Crown looking to push pace a little bit more here coming into this second. I would love to hear what the conversation with Coach was. It was Probably something along the lines of, hey, play your game. You guys know what to do. You know how to play with pace. You just got to finish, execute, and cook up on defense.
And like I said a few moments ago, this right now, this is Savannah's game to lose as they have the double-digit lead over the Crown with Lily Grissett at the free throw line. But I know that's something also that Coach Ross has talked to her team about. We touched on her saying, play with joy. That's on and off the court. And she wants every person with a Savannah Steel across their chest to have joy in what they're doing because it all adds up.
Yeah, it's fun. I mean, starting this league this year, being able to be one of the first 4, it's a great opportunity as it's the Opportunity League, but it's just fun to get to play the game you love.
And Grissett is going to finish through the contact there over Cochran as Charlotte is trying to really work themselves back into this game. They did get a steal there on the inbound after Grissett made her free throws, and now she's back at the line. Sounds like it's Z Spearman versus Grissett when it comes to just and ones and scoring right now in this game.
Hey, feed the beast. If it's working down low, just keep feeding it.
Grissett is a veteran on this Charlotte Crown team and the captain of this Charlotte Crown squad as well. She's very vocal, and she shows that not only through her play, but through her game as well. Jalea Williams in the corner. She's gonna drive on Lucas. Scott is gonna get held up. Grissett is gonna get back, and she's gonna get it to Quinzia Fulmore, who's gonna walk straight to the goal, and she's gonna scream a roar as she comes down the floor. Charlotte, really pushing themselves and willing themselves back into this game on a 6-0 lead so far, run right now. Morrison 3-2 strong.
Yeah, we're seeing them push the pace and hitting that one more pass. They're getting really good looks and executing very well right now.
And they're gonna continue to finish through the contact as Kiki Jefferson gets an opportunity to head to the free throw line from an and one. And now on an 8-0 run, have gotten within 2 in this game.
We're seeing some strong, high-intensity finishes. This team really just turned it up here to start off the second.
The pace is just moving a lot differently for the Charlotte Crown. Coach Stafford Odom, we talked about what we wanted Coach Ross said to her squad. I wonder what Coach Stafford Odom said to her squad at the end of that first quarter, because whatever she did, it really kicked this Charlotte Crown team into another gear.
Yeah, the fan base tonight is really great. It's packed in here. There's a lot of fans supporting here in Savannah, being a great sixth man, really bringing up the energy.
Charlotte Crown playing with all the energy, and Savannah trying to find their pace again, and because they knew they were doing well when they were basically directing this game. Scott gonna pull it from the 3, is gonna be too strong. And Charlotte still pushing pace. KK Deans dribbling around the defense and coming back, pulling it back to the top. Mouse in the house for Grissett. Good hands by Jenkins to disrupt the pass. Kiki Jefferson pulls for the 3 with the shot clock winding down, misses that. And then Quinzia Fulmore gets the rebound and the putback.
Charlotte is definitely doing a good job of building off of each other's energy. I think it's what's helped them be so successful here in the second.
And then we're gonna see a foul on the floor. And that foul was on Alicia Jenkins, I believe. I'm not quite sure what the call was. Or just it was an offensive foul.
Yeah, an illegal.
Maybe a screen
I
or
think
something
it
in there.
possibly was an illegal screen.
Maybe we'll see a replay on that a little later.
Z Spearman's back, which is exciting. She had a huge first quarter, 13 points, 7 for 10 from the free throw line, and 3 for 4 from the field goal.
And Coach Ross is going to take a timeout there to get her team regrouped, as the Charlotte Crown have already tied this up, going on an 11-0 run since we've opened this up. We're going to take a break here to see what Coach Ross comes up with her squad. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena, where the game is all tied up after the Charlotte Crown have gone on an 11-0 run to open the second. Now Z Spearman trying to get herself going again for her team. We know they need it, and she does there. She gets the drop on Quinzia Fulmore.
And we're seeing a lot of action for both teams coming from the paint. Those 2 points in the paint just made it 14 points in the paint for the Steel, and Charlotte's got 16.
And there's going to be a foul on the floor. That foul is going to go to Jalea Williams. And Grissett is going to be at the line again. Is taking a look at that. Jalea Williams Grissett got Williams up in the air. And, you know, as a veteran does, with a high IQ, just took the foul on her. But she knew she was going to come down awkwardly on her arms.
Yeah, she made a good call there of reading the situation really well, saw her up in the air.
Grissett 2 for 5 from the free throw line. But is getting to the line, so that's the point. Good defense by Onya. Spearman kind of went up, kind of lackadaisical there. Grissett trying to finish this basket at a weird angle. Grissett just getting second chance opportunities over and over and over again. And that was just a good move by Kiki Jefferson, man.
That whole sequence was just a great example of how Charlotte Crown is able to dominate off of those second chance opportunities. They were able to find the shot after being relentless on the boards, and that's a big thing that Savannah's got to watch out for, is those second chance opportunities.
Williams battling with the best of them. The best of them being Grissett. Lily Grissett standing at a full 6'2". Jalea Williams at 5'9". So says the stat book. And I mean, she disrupts Grissett trying to corral the rebound there. It's interesting to see Coach Stafford Odom sticking with this specific lineup. No Kelly, no none, but at this point, she doesn't need them on the floor. When you have Lily Grissett playing tough, and she's gonna get a well-deserved break, as Onya's gonna be in there trying to help with some rebounding, and so is Reagan Richardson.
Yeah, I think right now Charlotte's just playing really well together. They're finding each other, so their flow is flowing. They just are gonna keep it going.
Spearman for the three, it's too strong. Hugh Morrison gets the rebound. She gets it to her teammate Spearman, who's gonna draw the foul on Kiki Jefferson, as Spearman got hit on the arm when she was trying to go up there.
Yeah, I think both teams are making really, really good reads down low. They're reading where their defenders are. I mean, Z kind of hesitated there when she maybe could have gone up at first, but she saw the opportunity to get some contact down low here.
And Spearman did have a mismatch there, but coming downhill the way she was, or coming at the ankle the way she was, off the pass from Q Morrison, it made sense for her to take a beat and then go up, because Kiki Jefferson was overplaying the pass just a little bit.
Yeah, and something Coach Ross talks about consistently is just putting players in positions where they're going to be successful. So right now, I think the plays that are being called and the ball getting into Z Spearman is just putting her into those positions where she's most successful for herself and for the team.
Cochran spins on the inside and is gonna finish through the contact again. That time, they're gonna count the basket, and that time the foul is gonna go on Michelle Onya, and she said what? She was confused as to why she was called for the foul there.
And we're just seeing some really elite post play right now from Olivia Cochran, Z Spearman. They're working in the post and doing exactly what they need to be doing. They're really producing here for the Steel, finishing extremely well, getting to the line. And also their guards are doing a great job of finding them, facilitating for them, and looking for the next pass, the best option on the floor.
Cochran is gonna get the and one 3-point play, as she does make the free throw as well, and Savannah now with the 4-point lead. And then Reagan Richardson turn around and finishing that as well. She's gonna be fouled a little hard by Jalea Williams, who just came in kind of quick. She realized that she didn't rotate over the way she should have, so she was just late getting there. Richardson, doesn't matter to Richardson, she finishes through the contact, and now she's at the free throw line looking for her own 3 points. Williams will take a breather, and we're gonna see Diamond Battles come in. Richardson misses the free throw. Hugh Morrison controlling the basketball, calling the play. Going to try to look to get it down low, but it's a turnover instead. Richardson doing a good job of front-facing Cochran. And then Q Morrison doing a good job of being a help defender. And Z Spearman was bringing the ball down the floor for a second there.
That was a great rebound she had.
Cochran on the inside to Jenkins. I think Jenkins was expecting a little bit more of a fight there down low, and then realized she had more time than she realized. Kelly shot short. That was a little bit of alliteration for you. Jenkins at the 3 on the wing.
She thought about it.
She did. Cochran gonna fade away, too strong. Spearman just gonna take it out of Kelly's hands and finish through the contact again. And Z Spearman is just rolling right now.
She made that.
We're gonna have to take a break here. When we come back, we're gonna see Spearman shoot those free throws. Don't go anywhere.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit GhostPiratesHockey.com.
The Grinch may have stole Christmas, but Z Spearman is here stealing the show. If you are following along with us across our live tweets, and you've already seen that tweet go out, but Z Spearman finishing a three-point play, and guess how many points Z Spearman has, you all? Z Spearman has 19 points through this first half so far, and we're just under 3 minutes left to play. Z Spearman really called her number tonight. Maybe Christmas is her favorite holiday. I don't know.
Yeah, she's 9 for 13 from the free throw line, 5 for 8 for her field goals currently. I mean, she's working. Also, shout out to Olivia Cochran, who's got 9 points and 4 rebounds. Our posts are really putting in that work today for the steal.
Deja Kelly did finish the layup there. Alicia Jenkins deciding to get going on the scoring party for the Savannah Steel, and she's gonna get a 3, and she'll have 5 points on the game tonight. Good defense by Battle. She's battling with the best of them, and it's gonna be a foul instead on the inside. That foul will be on Z Spearman, who got the bump there on Cornegay Lucas.
Z will have 2 now.
Lucas makes the first. And Cornegay Lucas makes the second as well. Giving y'all an update score, it is 35-29, the Savannah Steel leading. 1:54 to go. Spearman in the corner, she's feeling her defense, she's feeling her play, she's gonna drive, spin on the inside, no good. Cross-court pass to Lucas, who's gonna drive through the center of the floor, gonna come up against Olivia Cochran, and is gonna lose that. Then Alicia Jenkins gonna take that, and Z Spearman gonna follow it up, adding 2 more to her, 19 to have 21 in this game so far. And then Diamond Battles is gonna draw the foul on Deja Kelly. Same foul she had on Kelly a little earlier. Kelly doing a good job of recognizing when Battles was on her hip and when to take the bump, and she takes the bump there.
Definitely, and I think that what makes her such a lethal guard is she's so great at reading her defender. Hey, if this foot's high, I'm attacking this foot. If you're a step off me, I'm going to be able to shoot the 3. I think she's just so great at reading people that are defending her, and she's able to create so many circumstances for herself.
And she's looking to really get going in this game, as she really hasn't had the offensive night she's been looking for. Only 4 points with that made free throw. Spearman going to take a much-deserved break. Just under a minute and a half left in this first half. And Lauren Taylor's gonna come in for Z Spearman. Kelly gonna make the second as well.
Yeah, currently Z Spearman averages just under 9 points per game, and she has surpassed that completely. I mean, she's at 21 points in the first half here. And again, it's just so exciting to see a rookie be able to develop like that and just build her confidence.
Q Morrison from the 3, just to elongate this lead a little bit more. Good hands by Olivia Cochran, who's going to try to push pace. Instead, has to pick up her dribble and hand off to Q Morrison. Just under a minute to go. She gets Grissett in the air. She's going to drive, and she's going to draw a foul on Shaquila Nunn.
I mean, talking about it again, the energy in here is just amazing. Coming from the 5 on the court and the crowd itself, you can just completely feel it in here.
Nunn didn't like the call. She's standing straight up there, and I have to agree with her. I'm not sure where the foul is coming from. She was standing straight up.
Yeah, not much
I would have
of a
let that one
change.
go.
Yeah, not much of a change she could have done there. She, like you said, standing straight up. She did everything that she could.
She did everything right. Coach Stafford Odom trying to get some clarification on that as well. Olivia Cochran makes the first.
Definitely questioning where the contact came from here. She's completely straight up. I mean, her arms don't even really lean into her at all, which is where a lot of fouls are called, was from that lean. But, I mean, she stayed straight up and did everything she was supposed to do.
Cochran makes both. And points to the big man upstairs, hopefully thanking him for allowing her to make both. Deja Kelly from the 3. Trying to will her team back into this game, now down 8. Q Morrison snaking through the defense and the floater, and she's gonna look at her hand like she's, like it's just, I don't know, I made her money. She was surprised at that.
Yeah, the Steel playing really tough defense, just getting downhill really well, and that's something that we see a lot from one of their players, Laisha Petrie, who we see is on the bench tonight. A little under the weather, but, you know, they're playing the style that we know Petrie also plays.
Reagan Richardson with a nice layup package there. She finishes that one, kissed off the glass.
It's competitive. I'm seeing the competition through these women tonight.
Q Morrison moving a little too fast there. And there's gonna be a foul called, and we do have the foul, so we'll see Richardson head to the free throw line on the other side as she was tapped by Lauren Taylor and fell to the floor. And Richardson should be at the line shooting. We're gonna see the officials discuss. And I'm sure the foul's gonna stand, the foul call's gonna stand. I think they're just gonna try to see.
Kind of a discussion of what's gonna be on the clock.
Right. Just a discussion of what's possibly, what they're gonna put back on the clock. They're gonna go back and take a look there. So they're looking to see if the time expired before the foul was called, or if there was a foul call, the foul from Lauren Taylor on Richardson was called before the clock expired. And I believe it will be before the clock expired. I mean, we saw the official holding the foul motion in the air before the clock winded down from my end.
Yeah,
we see that official right at the bottom of the goal.
Looks like about 0.8, 0.9 left when she committed it. I'm not sure exactly when they call it.
1.6 there, Richardson has it. And you have to watch the official under the basket. They're gonna freeze it. So she does put her arm in the air before the clock expires, so there was a foul called before the clock expired. They're just trying to discuss the time. Just to decide what time to put back on the clock. Officials still discussing. So that foul will be on Lauren Taylor. And it was called prior to the clock running out. So Richardson will be at the line shooting 2. They're gonna put 1.1 on the game clock. Of course, shot clock is off at this point. So Richardson will be shooting 2. Richardson misses the first. And you're seeing the Savannah Steel bench clap. I'm sure they're thinking ball don't lie there. And I'm sure Lauren Taylor didn't think she should have been called for a foul there anyway. Richardson finishes that one. Q Morrison almost throws it, and Deja Kelly there, so she decides not to. That'll be the end of this first half. Savannah with a 44-37 lead over the Charlotte Crown. We're going to take a break here. When we come back, we're going to talk about what we saw in the first half. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future?
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena, where the Savannah Steel lead the Charlotte Crown 44-37. That was a very, very interesting second quarter for both these teams. I mean, Savannah doesn't start that quarter well. Charlotte goes on an 11-0 run, tying it up at 21 all. And then they put Z Spearman's on the bench. Coach Ross puts Spearman back in the game, and Spearman just continues where she leaves off in that first quarter.
Yeah, I mean, she's just lighting it up down low. 21 points, 8 fouls drawn down low. She's 9 for 13 from the free throw line, 6 for 10 from the field. But what's interesting is Charlotte and Savannah both have 24 points in the paint, so we see them both really looking inside currently. And also, Savannah's got 21 points off the bench, Charlotte's at 20, so we consistently see Savannah with a lot of points off the bench, so it's interesting to see both teams with points off the bench and kind of watching what that matchup looks like. But again, the big thing is points in the paint. Both teams are tied with 24 points in the paint, which is showing kind of where the game is at right now, is looking at the post down low and just finishing strong.
And so, in that first half, is that what we just saw? I mean, besides points in the paint, you just mentioned that being where the game is being played. But what else did we see in that first half a little bit?
Yeah, I think a big thing that we saw was Savannah controlling the pace,
right,
and playing the pace that they want to play at, know that they're capable of. I think they're really utilizing their new guards and utilizing the pace of their new guards, which is helping a lot. And then just having guards that are able to get it inside. So having guards with really versatile court vision, looking for that one more pass. And I think the big thing with Charlotte was they really picked up their intensity in the second, and they were really looking for each other in the second. I think they had a lot of fast breaks that were really great fast breaks, and they were looking for the extra one more on them, and they were just able to execute and finish. So I think that was the big thing for Charlotte, is being able to hit the one more, but also just execute and finish the one more.
You are absolutely correct on that, and Charlotte doing a really good job of just sharing the basketball. I mean, the scoring is pretty even. Though there's only 2 players right now on the roster who haven't gotten their scoring going, and they're 2 players who we definitely will expect to score in that second half, and that being Michelle Onya and A.D. Durr at that. So with that being said, we got a special treat for you guys. We're going to have John Thompson come in on the air with us and just talk a little bit about his role with the Savannah Steel and just how he's gotten to where he is. And then he's going to talk to us a little bit about the Savannah Ghost Pirates, another entity under Zoya Sports in the Savannah market. John, how are you?
What's up, Destiny? How you doing?
I'm doing good. It's been very fun to just call these games and watch women's basketball right now. It's so in. So I'm definitely glad that Zoya Sports decided to just get in while the getting's good right here, right
exactly.
now.
Yeah, we're pumped too. It's been awesome for me to see it since day one, just come to where we're at right now. And the exciting thing is that I feel like every day is something new.
Mm-hmm.
Like we're still so early in the process of building this out, and it's going to be something so special by the end of it. It's just very cool to see, see what we can do on the court and off the court too. And we're watching a ballet studio right now. Which
Yes,
is great.
and I mean, it is Christmas in July, so I mean, it's fairies, but or the Nutcracker in a sense, and I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's just reminding me how how much lack of grace I have. I'm incapable of this, unfortunately. But these kids are crushing it. They're doing a great job.
So I want to talk a little bit about, first and foremost, how did you get to where you are? You are the vice president of the Savannah Steel team and the Savannah Ghost Pirates as well. So talk a little bit about just your background and how did you get into this role?
Yeah, well, I won't bore everybody on all the details, and I'll try to paraphrase as much as possible. I've done a lot of different things leading into this, and whether it was healthcare, marketing, et cetera, different industries, and I always was drawn to sports and entertainment. I thought it does something special for people. It brings people together and gets people excited about a unified purpose. It sounds cheesy, but it's very true to me. So I was always drawn to it. I've been working in sports for just over 6 years now, and was drawn to the Steel and the Ghost Pirates because it's something new. We're building all of that, and I like to not just bring sports but build something special. So that's what we've been doing here, and why I've been here. This has been awesome to open up doors for the people and build that with like-minded people too. It's been so fun. It's a very work hard, play hard environment, and we're all teamwork focused too. So it's been very cool.
And I know that you are a southeastern state person.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we were talking a little bit about this earlier, and you said, I mean, we know hockey is king here in Enmarket Arena and with the Savannah Ghost Pirates and Zoya Entertainment. But, I mean, you from Florida, so you like basketball. I know basketball is something you definitely like.
Yeah, I grew up where it's hard to find ice. So I grew up playing basketball, baseball, football. Love basketball. I've always grown up watching it, both WNBA and NBA. And why this meant so special for me, I mean, one, I can toss some shots here and there myself, which is nice, and then I can kind of bring it to a community that hasn't had it. And then same for hockey. Like I wish growing up I had access to it and could have tried something different and didn't have that. So it's really cool to bring hockey to the South where it hasn't existed before and provide opportunities that wouldn't have existed otherwise. So definitely a passionate part for me is just bringing the sport of hockey and the sport of basketball to like the youth and the kids that didn't have it until we got here. So it's been really fun.
Yeah, and I got to get myself to a game. I was talking, we were talking about that earlier as well. I'm very excited for the Ghost Pirate season because I definitely want to get to a game. I haven't had a chance to see hockey in person, but I see it all the time on TV, and it looks so exciting.
We'll get you on the ice.
I'm really, look, I can't skate.
Bring your skates. It's all right. We'll figure it out. We'll all figure it out. It's the whole point.
I've never ice skated a day in my life. I mean, I'm down to try it. So, speaking of hockey and the Savannah Ghost Pirates, I know the season is coming up. What do you feel like we can expect from the season? I know they had a pretty good season last season and had a good post run at that. So talk a little bit about just what can we expect for the Savannah Ghost Pirates season from your perspective.
Louder and bigger. Yeah, every single time we have the Ghost Pirates up and coming here, like we're ready to make it better and better every single season, and we feel very confident about that going into year 5 now, which is crazy thinking about that. But it's something that we're very, very passionate about, and I think that whether it's on and off the ice, we're just getting started, and we're ready to rock and roll this season.
And I know the Savannah Ghost Pirates is kind of Stanley Cup-esque a little bit there. I mean, I know they have a pool from there. I know the head coach's brother did just win the Stanley Cup as well, right? And so I know the Savannah Ghost Pirates definitely have an in there as well. So I know they're going to be really excited to just continue that season. So with the Savannah Ghost Pirates, we know that there's also internships because we know y'all can't do everything by yourselves. So talk a little bit about the internship opportunities that there is.
Yeah, well, the good thing about the Ghost Pirates is like we want to create an awesome experience for fans, awesome experience on the ice. We want to win But all that stuff, comes with a lot of hard work behind the scenes, and there's, more than we can even comprehend what we have to do, and a lot of that happens from people that are, internships, people who are learning the process, learning the sports industry, and maybe didn't have opportunities to do that otherwise. So we like to try to provide that to people in Savannah that, where sports wasn't a huge part of the market until we came here, and now we can bring sports to people that of all ages, really, that welcome to come and intern with us, whether it's broadcasting or it's, game operations, marketing, really anything and everything. We want to bring people into the fold of what we're doing because we're, building and making things so much, bigger every single chance we can get, that we want to continue to add to that fold too and really create them as a foundation of what we're doing.
And then one last thing, you've been watching this game and whatnot, so tell me a little bit about just what you've seen in the first half and what are you excited for in the second half from these two teams?
I'm excited to keep that lead. Hopefully, that's number one. But it's the same as always. I think our team's been pretty resilient all year. There's been a lot of different, obstacles and like any other sports league, sports season. But, this team has shown a lot of resilience, and I think I'm excited to see them in the second half. I'm excited to see us keep that lead and be a little physical out there, drop some threes, the whole deal. Again, I am in awe of everything they're able to do. I'm not able to do this at all. So however they're able to do it, I'm just watching in awe.
Well, we're going to stop it there. Please be sure to look up the Savannah Ghost Pirates and look up some of their internship opportunities if you haven't already. You get to gain a lot of experience. I myself am an intern with the Savannah Steel, and it's been very fun for me and Lydia as well. We're both interns, so definitely take the opportunity for yourself. I'm going to thank John for coming and talking to us as well and giving us the inside scoop on the Savannah Ghost Pirates and just his thoughts on everything. We appreciate you, John.
I got you. Thank you guys. I did nothing.
Well, we're going to end it there. When we come back, Lydia and I are going to talk about what we're excited for in the second half. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena where the Savannah Steel are leading the Charlotte Crown 44-37. Clock winding down. Lydia, what are some keys to the second half for both of these squads? Let's start with Charlotte first.
Yeah, for Charlotte, I think for them, they just got to go with the pace that they know how to play, that they've kind of picked up there in the second, looking for the one more, but the big thing is they're going to have to turn it up down low. They've got to control Z Spearman. She's just going off. 21 points like we talked about in the first half. I'm sure that was a big point of emphasis in their locker room was like, hey, who's going to go out there and not let her score the ball, not let her finish, because that has just been a huge factor here in the first half for Savannah. And then switching to Savannah, like I just said, Z Spearman, she's the name of the game right now. And Olivia Cochran as well down low. They're just going with what is working, and that is their post play down low. And of course it's working. They've got great post players. So right now, yeah, that's what we're kind of seeing for both teams.
I completely agree, and I think one thing that's sticking out to me is the fact that out of all the players playing this game right now, like I said, the scoring is pretty even on the Charlotte Crown side, but it's a little skewed on Savannah's side with Olivia Cochran and Z Spearman being the only players in double figures so far. And they also are the only players who have had opportunities to shoot free throws in this game. Olivia Cochran is 5 for 5, and Z Spearman is 9 for 13 right now. So it's really interesting to see both of them
definitely
shooting free throws. Both of them being the only players shooting free throws.
Right, and just controlling from the free throw line. I mean, together they've made 14 free throws.
And Savannah's going to start out with the basketball here as well. Kelly playing some tough defense, but Morrison does get it on the inside to Jenkins. Jenkins going to fade away. She's going to get the bump from Reagan Richardson. I felt like on that play there, Lacey Jenkins gave up a little too easily because she could have easily continued to move Richardson out of her way. She's playing at the 3, which has been interesting to watch in these past few games. Savannah still going with 3 post players in the paint. But we're watching Alicia Jenkins be at the 3, and I'm interested to see if we'll see Lauren Taylor play the 3. Lauren Taylor shoots the 3 very well, and especially in certain spots on the floor. So I think there was the clock wasn't started the way it needed to be. The shot clock wasn't going. And so they're going to get the clock right here.
Going back to your point, it's interesting to see 3 bigs on the floor. I think that it works really well in Savannah's offense, though, because of their post players being able to do more than just post up and be back-to-the-back post players. I think all of their post players can face up and can do a bunch of different things from the post.
We're seeing Cochran's favorite move these past couple games has been that spin on the inside fadeaway jumper. And I remember we were trying to ask her about pulling that out the bag, and she was like, "It's always been there."
Oh yeah.
I think she didn't like the way
I always had it.
Right. She didn't like the way I worded the question, and I was like, "That's fair. It's always been there, but you've been pulling it out and scoring a lot with that."
Right.
And so, like, what are you seeing to be able to bring out some of these moves out of your bag to really showcase your skill and talent, basically?
She said, "I've been doing this."
Right. I was like, correct me there, girl. You're
like,
right.
Yeah, yes.
And so the ball will be taken out on the sideline by Charlotte. Again, the clock just wasn't running, so they were trying to get the clock correct. And they end up only taking 1 second off of the clock. It went from 14 to 13 on the shot clock and 9:35 to 9:34 on the game clock. But you're right, every second does matter. Deja Kelly does a good job of sneaking in on the inside there and getting that kiss off the glass. Q Morrison gets to the Cochran at the top of the elbow. Tamia Scott gonna drive. And then Onya gets her hands on the basketball and tips it out.
Would have loved for her to go all the way downhill there. I think that was kind of a forced pass. Looking to share the ball a little bit more than necessary right there.
I think Scott needs to get going on the offensive end for her as well, herself as well. Q Morrison spins on the inside, kicks it out to Cochran's gonna pull up from the 3. It looked good from my end.
Looked really good. I
thought I was about
ready
to go in.
say book it.
A.D. Durr pulls up from the free throw line. Shaquila Nunn with the rebound. A player we don't want to see get going on the offensive end when it comes to rebounding and giving her team second chance points. Richardson gets it into Onya, who finishes it through the contact at the rim. No foul call.
Yeah, I think what we're seeing is the Crown works really well when they play together. I mean, just as any team would, but I think that's what's standing out the most is their one more passes are what's getting them the buckets.
Scott at the top of the key, too strong. Lauren Taylor grabs the rebound. Jenkins pulls it out. Scott looking to get on the inside. 7 on the shot clock. They get it in to Cochran, and it's going to be a foul instead of a turnover. Richardson gets called for the foul. The ball will be taken out on the sideline for Savannah, and Richardson kind of bailed out the steal there. Shot clock was winding down. Now they get a full 14 seconds to try again. Good defense by Durr. Scott can't get the spin on the inside. Lauren Taylor on the drive, and she gets the foul call drawn by Michelle Onya.
Yeah, and it was a good take by Taylor. I think she kind of got a little bit underneath the basket. Maybe it wasn't the best angle for her, but she did a really good job of going into her defender, which was able to get her to the line.
Durr still looking for her first points in this game. And she is a player that you don't want to see get going, especially from the 3 if you're Savannah. And she's the heat check person when it comes to shooting threes.
For sure, and like we saw in the second quarter, Charlotte just builds well off of each other's energy. So those type of shots would be a big energy builder for Charlotte, and they would be able to kind of begin to execute more, I think, a little bit once they would get that energy coming off of each other.
Taylor couldn't get the first, but does get the second. After a pep talk she received from her teammate Olivia Cochran, who is 5 from 5 from the free throw line tonight. Good drive by Reagan Richardson. Shaquila Nunn, good job getting the ball on the inside. Jenkins tries to get the ball, shake the ball loose. Scott falls to the floor, and then Nunn falls over Scott, and that'll be a foul on Tamia Scott, unfortunately. Nunn will be shooting 2. Nunn makes the first. And she makes the second, completing the trip. And it's a 1 possession, 2-point game, 45-43, Savannah Steel lead. Under 7:30 to go. Cochran gets it in on the inside to Jenkins, who's gonna drive on Richardson, fade away and get the shooter's touch. Alicia Jenkins is a player who loves to play in the mid-range. She's a forward who loves to play in that mid-range area.
Yeah, I love watching her in the mid-range because she's able to elevate so well. I mean, she's long, lanky, athletic. She's just able to get over her defender, and that's why she executes so well from around that arc down low.
And then Olivia Cochran pulling up from the mid-range, too strong. And I want to go back to that Reagan Richardson 3 just now. Good hands by the Savannah Steel, trying to disrupt that pass that Richardson was trying to get inside, down low to Grissett and Nunn, who are both sealing off looking for a lob pass. But going back to that Richardson 3 that we saw moments ago, that was a good seal-off screen by Grissett. I mean, Richardson was left wide open with that, and Lauren Taylor couldn't fight through it.
Yeah, definitely. She was able to make that read with the solid screen.
Good rebound by Olivia Cochran, and she's going to have to bring the ball down the floor until she gets to hand it off to Q Morrison. Q Morrison gets the bounce pass to Cochran, who slows Grissett down and then just gets kisses the ball off the glass. That was a nice post move.
That was like a shot fake you'd read about in a book.
I mean, we were watching that play in slow motion. We slowed it down in real time just to see that. And then A.D. Durr.
Hey, you call it what I do.
Hey, I mean, I might. I don't know what to say. I might be able to tell the future, call me Raven. So, I don't know, but A.D. Durr with a nice three-point shot, heat check right there over Diamond Battle. She's going to try to pull a three of her own. It's too strong. Z Spearman gets the rebound. Oh, she loses it.
Good read by Charlotte there. They saw that mismatch that Z was trying to take advantage of.
Spearman got it. Remember, Shaquila Nunn finishes through the contact, and she's going to let that one roar. Let the crowd know that she finished through the contact there. Z Spearman with her hand coming down, and she had time to pull it back up.
Yeah, I mean, that came off of a second chance opportunity, and that's something that we can't see her getting, those second chance opportunities. Leading the UPSHOT League in rebounds. She's going to be lethal, looking for those boards, looking to get hers and then put it back up and finish it.
Nunn at the line. These are Shaquila Nunn's first free throws in this game. And she'll be making, of course, only shooting one. She did make the layup. Crown now with a 1-point lead, looking to make it 2. And does. Diamond Battles bringing the ball down the floor, playing the point. I'm seeing Jalea Williams inside in the game. Spearman with a lob pass, looking to finish over Nunn. Durr does get the ball. And I'm surprised they let Durr. Durr was able to come back in and touch the ball the way she did when she was coming from out of bounds.
Yeah.
Usually you call that, but Kelly pulls up, looks to pulls up from the 3, passes it to Durr on the other wing instead. Williams playing some tight defense on Durr. Reagan Richardson from the 3 gets it to Battles, who's looking to get it up and gets it to Spearman instead, who should have dunked the ball, but has a nice layup instead. It was a 3-on-2 situation. Kelly took Jenkins out to play, so Spearman was by herself, and then Kelly finishes it on the other end for Charlotte, making it it's still a one-possession game, but now Charlotte with the 2-point lead.
Yeah, I think today's really just a game of runs. One team's getting runs, and they're running with it, and the other team's getting their run as well. So it's just very back and forth.
I mean, Z Spearman, she's 9 for 13 from the free throw line. If you want to count that, that's 1 for 2, because she shot that shot from the free throw line as well. If she's been shooting at 70% from the free throw line all night, if I was Charlotte, I wouldn't let her shoot a free throw any more than she already gets. She gets the free ones. You can't give her any extra ones there. Lily Grissett draws the foul on Alicia Jenkins. We're going to take a media timeout there. When we come back, we're going to see Grissett shooting free throws.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com. Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future?
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena, where the game is all tied up 53-all. While the squads are getting back on the floor, Dunkman is proud to outfit the UPSHOT League and all its teams. Shaquille O'Neal's Dunkman brand has created innovative and customized designs and gear in support of the UPSHOT League and its athletes. And these jerseys look really nice. The Savannah Steel in the pink jerseys with the black stripes, and the Charlotte Crown in the lavender purple jerseys with the dark purple stripes. Lily Grissett at the line.
Pretty interesting looking at the scoring here between the two teams. I know we talked about it a little bit earlier, but Charlotte's scoring pretty spread out throughout the roster, where Savannah's obviously focusing more on Z, who's got 25 points, but with Charlotte, we've got 12 points, 9, 7, 6, 6, 4, 3, 2, 2, and 2. So it's pretty interesting to see the way that both teams are scoring in a way that's working for them.
Diamond Battle's gonna drive, and she's gonna draw the foul on Grissett. Grissett gonna look very, shocked at the call. And I mean, Battles just did a good job of getting to the free throw line there, really willing herself to the free throw line. She driving downhill and sees Grissett closing in and just goes up.
Yeah.
Knowing the contact was going to be there.
Definitely a good read to get downhill. I mean, we see a lot of fouls happening down low, so I think she knows, hey, if you're going to get downhill and you go up with contact, the odds of being fouled right now are pretty high.
Battle can't get either one. Grissett pushing pace, and she's going to kick it out to Kelly. It's going to be too strong, and Lauren Taylor is going to grab the rebound, and now she's going to push pace and try to get there to finish it, and Shaquilla Nunn grabs the rebound. A really good job. Coach Ross talked about Shaquilla Nunn and Michelle Onya being two really top international players and just knowing really well, knowing what to do. And Kelly drawing a foul on Jalea Williams the same way she's drawn fouls on diamond battles all night. Again, you talked about it earlier, just getting that step and knowing how to keep them going once you got them on the hip, because you know they're going to foul you anyway or bump you, trying to keep you from scoring. She just did a good job of focusing on the finish as well.
Yeah, for sure, getting downhill and just reading.
Kelly completes the three-point play. Crown with a 58-53 lead over Savannah. 3 minutes left to go in this third quarter. Q Morrison on the drive. They're going to get the foul there, and that foul will be on Lily Grissett. And Savannah will be taking it out on the sideline. Q Morrison from the three. It's in and out.
Yeah, she noticed she was wide open there and, hey, decided to pull it. Hey, if you're wide open, do that.
KK Deans pushed pace, and then Deja Kelly finishes the play with a three. Crown with a 7-point lead now.
Tough finish.
5-point Z Spearman finishing tough, and she's gonna bow up as well. She's been here all night, and I mean, Z Spearman has 27 points now in this game. Good box out by Lauren Taylor. Something Coach Ross was talking to her team about. And Lauren Taylor realized she didn't want to run there.
She's got, if I'm not mistaken, 8 rebounds, which is above her average.
Z Spearman's 3 short. Jalea Williams grabs the rebound and keeps it going. It's going to go too strong off Spearman's arms, and then it's a 3-on-2 play.
Did a really great job there of getting all the way. I mean, Q Morrison did a good job there doing what she can do, making them make the decision in the paint there.
Carnegie Lucas finishing that. Jalea Williams on the drive. She's gonna misconstrue the defense there. And then Z Spearman's gonna draw the foul. I mean, is gonna commit the foul on Nunn. That'll be Spearman's 4th foul, we believe, and Nunn will be at the line shooting, as that was the 15th foul. Nunn misses the first one short. Hits the top of the front of the rim. Nunn at the line, shooting the second. And she misses that one as well. Good box out by Olivia Cochran. Q Morrison. Skip pass to Jenkins, who skips it to Cochran. Williams on the drive. Jump stop in the paint and floats it. And it's a 5-point game still. 63-57, less than a minute to go in the third. Good hands by Q Morrison.
Great defense.
Lead off to Williams, who gives it to Alicia Jenkins, who finishes the play. And that's a 2-on-1 play there. Good transition offense by the Steel. And it started with Q Morrison on the defensive end. And then Grissett tries to quiet the crowd there with confusion to the defense. Z Spearman thought she was going to have to step up and didn't have to. Williams fighting to keep it in. Cochran doing a good job of realizing she didn't have full control of it. And so she hits it off on 9. It'll stay with the Savannah Steel down low. And we'll see an inbounds play by the Steel under the basket.
I mean, Cochran tried there.
And not much she could do.
Yeah.
And KK Dean strips Williams of the ball and pulls it out under Kelly's advisement. Shot clock is off. Kelly said we can hold for the last shot. 4 seconds counting. Oh, and that was Q Morrison being a little overzealous on the defensive end on Kylie Cornegay-Lucas. And she was going for the block, and it was a little too strong. She was a little too strong there, and she gets Cornegay-Lucas on the arm. Lucas will be shooting 2.4 left on the clock to give the Crown at least 2 more points going into the 4th. Lucas misses the first, makes the second. Q Morrison again couldn't get the shot off.
She wanted to.
Right, that was the same motion she made in that at the end of that second quarter. And wasn't able to get the shot off. That'll be the end of the 3rd. Charlotte Crown with the 66-59 lead over the Savannah Steel. Heading into the 4th, you don't want to miss it.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Molten USA, the official basketball partner of the UPSHOT League. Every shot, every moment. The future of women's basketball keeps growing stronger. Molten USA has long been committed to growing the game and supporting athletes at the highest level. We are proud to be a partner with Molten USA, the official basketball of the UPSHOT League. Molten, feel the emotion.
I'm feeling the emotion in here tonight.
As well, I'm sure so is every player on the floor right now, as the Charlotte Crown have the 66-59 lead starting the 1st. Interesting lineup, starting the 4th, interesting lineup from Coach Stafford Odom. She has her leading scorer in there in Kelly.
She's starting to execute really well. She's got 18 points on the night so far.
Q Morrison at the top of the key. And they're trying to get the offense rolling. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Now 6. Q Morrison is trying to make something shake. Gets it to Jalea Williams, who's trying to move the defense, and it's going to be a shot clock violation instead. And KK Deans is fired up by the defensive stop there. Coach Ross felt like there was a foul. Williams' hair has come out the ponytail. She probably felt like there was a foul there as well.
All the signs are there.
But KK Dean's doing a good job of just playing some tough defense. Aggressive, tough defense. Kelly is driving on Williams, is gonna pull back instead, trying to get the ball on the inside to Onya, who's gonna shoot it over Spearman and get it to go. Williams with the basketball. Jenkins had a mouse in the house. If I was her, I would have took KK Deans to the hole. Q Morrison is gonna take Cornegay Lucas to the hole instead, and she's gonna draw the foul on Lucas. And Morrison will be at the line shooting.
Good take by Q Morrison. Again, just committing to getting that contact to get her where she needs to be. You know, something I want to talk about a little bit is Coach Ross and her being the interim head coach right now. I know she talked to you a little bit about it, but I mean, mainly what she said that really stood out is when you're an assistant coach, you're always put into so many different roles to where being put in this position just comes so natural. I mean, the coach that she is, she's always been preparing for this. She's excited to be able to do this and take what she's learned from all of her previous leaders, previous mentors, and be put in a position for success because she's previously been taught how to do that, and now she's able to execute it really well.
And she talked a lot, and there's a foul on the floor. And that foul's gonna be on Z Spearman. And I think Spearman is confused by that foul because, I mean, it was kind of like pulling the chair out from under Onya. Onya had all her weight on Spearman, so when Spearman moved, Onya fell.
And that'll be Spearman's fifth. So we've got no sub yet. I think Coach Ross is asking for some clarification there at the scorer's table, how many fouls she has. I think we'll probably see a sub here for Z in a second.
Because it's the start of the fourth quarter, Z Spearman is leading all scorers with 27. You're seeing Coach Ross tell her team to slow down. They have 8 minutes and 10 seconds, so you're down 7. You have plenty of time. You don't need to rush this game.
Definitely.
Y'all been playing at a fast pace, but you've been playing at your pace.
Yes.
So nothing needs to change. But Coach Ross talked a lot about, going back to what we were talking about, she talked a lot about how she is going to continue to have the legacy and play through the legacy that Coach Brown has given on this team so far, as there was a foul call by Jenkins, and you can hear that the sixth man did not like that call at all.
Yeah, definitely some confusion on who the play was on.
That foul's going to be on Alicia Jenkins. And, I mean, watching the replay there, she does get she does get Kiki Jefferson on the arm, on the hand, excuse me, while Jefferson's going up, but Jefferson misses the first.
But yeah, as you said, I mean, Coach Brown helped to put Coach Ross in this leadership position.
She picked her for a reason, and she talks a lot about that.
Exactly, and Coach Ross said, hey, Coach Brown has done the work to put the Steel at the forefront of this brand new league.
And her job is just continue it.
Yeah, and I mean, she made sure to say Coach Brown helped to build the legacy that this team started with, and it's Coach Ross's opportunity to continue that legacy.
And that was an unforced turnover by the Steel, and Onya punished them with a layup on the other end. Alicia Jenkins on the inside kicks it out to Z Spearman, who gets it inside to Olivia Cochran, who's going to finish through the contact and get the and one play. And Cochran's gonna talk her smack with that one because she felt like she did really well on that play there.
Great finish by Cochran, and even better find by Q Morrison. She passed up a three-pointer she could have taken, but just that veteran experience, that one more pass, she made sure to get it down to Olivia. She's open and then was able to finish through the contact and get the and one.
I mean, and that's just unselfish basketball, and unselfish basketball has gotten them this far. So why not continue what you've been doing? Olivia Cochran with a chance to add 2 more to this score and make her team only be down 6 if she can make both free throws. Excuse me, it wasn't and one. She was only shooting 1 free throw. But she misses that one. Kiki Jefferson really trying to fight through Lauren Taylor. Too strong, and Olivia Cochran. And Coach Ross is gonna call the timeout there. Cochran felt like she was fouled on there, but it's gonna be a media timeout instead. It'll be Savannah basketball when they come back. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball for the UPSHOT League. We'll be right back.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits, like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena. Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 71-63. Q Morrison fighting through. Lauren Taylor draws the foul.
Lauren Taylor leading all players right now with 8 rebounds.
I'm not surprised there. Lauren Taylor is the leading rebounder on the Savannah Steel team. She with about 6.9 rebounds per game. Honestly, just under 7 rebounds per game, and she's actually 4th in the league in rebounding. averaging 6 per game, behind Shaquilla Nunn's 11. Lauren Taylor going up with the right hand. I mean, left hand, left side, left hand. She might have got the and one there. I'm going to have to talk to her about that a little later. See what she says on that one. But she does make the free throws. Richardson pulls up for the mid-range, and it's good. Nothing but net.
Good read on her part, getting her defender to have to shift side to side.
We're going to have to see some defensive stops strung together by the Steel, because at this point in the game, it's 6.5 minutes to go. We can't trade baskets and blows. See Spearman being fouled and pushed from the side and from the back, and she's going to get the foul call, and that foul will be on Kylie Cornegay-Lucas. And it'll be on the side. That's the team fourth. Morrison starting the offense there. She's going to go downhill. She's going to take the foul. They're not going to count the basket, say there's no continuation there. And the officials are going to discuss it.
And they said one shot.
They're going to
count it.
They are going to count the basket. And so Q Morrison will be shooting one. I was expecting, I didn't see why you wouldn't count the basket. She definitely was in a continuation.
Definitely, yeah.
Of going up. I mean, all she did was go up there. She was bumped on the step, so that's the gather step. It still is a continuation of the shot itself. So she gets the N1 opportunity here and completes it with 3 points. Now defense has to step up here. At this point in the game, again, you cannot trade blows on the defensive end.
Yeah, this game's going to come down to the details and the execution of both teams.
Lily Grissett getting the extra step on Z Spearman after she got her in the air. I want to see some more of that. We see Olivia Cochran at the scorer's table. Spearman and Taylor trying to rebound together. And Jalea Williams is like
trying to plead her case.
Right, she's trying to plead her case heavily. She didn't like that call because she was like, I was walking away. KK Deans created that contact there.
Yeah.
I'm backing up. And then I stopped, but she does take a step forward last second, and KK Deans was able to just go into her there. I was going to finish my thought. We see Olivia Cochran at the table, as well as Diamond Battles. Cochran's going to come in for Spearman. And I was like, I'm excited to continue to see the Cochran Grissett play right there. They've been banging in the paint all night, but going back and forth, and it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. It's always great to see that post-to-post battle. I mean, that post work is tough. I think a lot of people don't realize how draining it is to work in the post. Defensively, offensively, it's constant. It's constant contact down low.
Especially when you're fighting so much to post up, and your guards still don't see you. Battles picks up her dribble. Cochran's gonna spin on she spins on Jefferson, and then the foul was drawn by Grissett. Grissett fouls Cochran.
Yeah, like we were just saying, it's just a constant battle down low.
And that'll be Grissett's fourth. So Cochran will be at the line. She'll take a little minute getting there, stretch out her shooting arm a little bit. That shooting shoulder has been on fire all night. Let's keep it right. Keep it right, because we're going to need it later. We're going to need it later. That free throw a little too strong. rolls around and falls out. Shaquila Nunn gonna come in for Kiki Jefferson. So again, Grissett with 4 fouls. And they're gonna keep her in. 5:27 left to go. Charlotte Chrome 76. Savannah Steel 68 now. KK Dean setting up the offense. You're gonna see a wheel cut by Richardson, and she's gonna try to sneak that pass in there. That was very much a Harmony Turner-esque type of pass. Yes. Definitely miss seeing her make passes like that night in, night out. That was a really good thought by Richardson. Just couldn't keep it on the string enough to get it to Grissett and get it to her hands.
Those last-minute high IQ dump passes.
That foul is going to be on Reagan Richardson for holding Alicia Jenkins, who was trying to come in and set an on-ball screen. And with that, Jenkins is going to be at the line shooting 2. Alicia Jenkins makes the first. And I agree with our live tweets. We are awaiting a Christmas, looking for a Christmas miracle here. Again, under the leadership of interim head coach Takara Ross, the Steel have not gotten their first win yet. And so maybe Santa really does have the Savannah Steel squad on the nice list. And hopefully they'll get that. They'll receive that win that they've been asking for their Christmas as a Christmas present all night long. I got a lot of these.
Right, you're waiting for a Christmas game.
Y'all, Christmas might be my favorite holiday too at this point.
Christmas in July, here we are.
I have a friend who was like, she loves Christmas, and she posted yesterday, 159 days till the best holiday in the world.
Oh my gosh. Y'all are just waiting for your gifts. What's the best Christmas gift you've ever gotten?
And so the referees are going to take a look at that, and we're going to hopefully get some clarification on either the call or we're not exactly sure. Richardson.
Honestly, it looks like Alicia just kind of gets caught up in that swim move there.
Right. No, it definitely felt like Richardson kind of used it to her advantage a little bit. The fall maybe wasn't that necessary, but it does honestly look like, in that swim move, it looks like it was
little elbow at that.
Right, it does look like on the offensive end it was on. If they were to reverse this call, it would be an offensive foul instead of a defensive foul. In real time, it looked like Richardson was keeping Jenkins from. She was impeding Jenkins' play, and you can't do that. That is a foul. You can't impede a runner. So in that moment, was it the Richardson hold first, or was it the swim move elbow by Jenkins first? Officials getting some clarification there. And talking amongst each other. And now going to be talked to. So the call does stand. Still not exactly sure what they were, what implored them to go back and look at that, but then us looking at it ourselves, we kind of saw stuff from both ends of the floor, from both sides. But when they did decide to go back and look at it also, Alicia Jenkins had already shot one free throw.
Right.
So now does she get her free throws started over, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think she's kind of questioning it. Talking to the refs a little bit too.
Trying to understand, does she get 2 free throws now since y'all stopped me, or am I just shooting one?
Right. One.
Oh, she's
got one.
And she makes it. No matter the confusion, Alicia Jenkins stays hot from the free throw line. Jenkins 6 for 9 now. Good ball movement by the Charlotte Crown. Richardson out to Deans on the wing for the 3. Richardson grabs the rebound, and Deans tells her team, we got some time, let's restart. Richardson on the offensive end, she's gonna float the basket. No good. Alicia Jenkins. And Kylie Carnegie-Lucas gonna be jumping the ball up at the free throw line. We're gonna see Jalea Williams and Z Spearman head to the scorer's table to check in. We're gonna see Q Morris and Lauren Taylor take a seat. And that is going to be a turnover by the Steel. And the play is so close.
She saw her step out of bounds.
She saw her step out of bounds first, and then the foul came, so it doesn't matter because she stepped out of bounds first. Trying to get Lucas at the key top. Gets it to Richardson. Oh. And that'll be Williams' third. And you see Coach Ross yelling, be smart, be smart. And I mean, I agree with Coach Ross there. If I was Jalea Williams, you have to be smart with plays like that. I mean, where we are right now, look at the score, look at the time we have left. We're down 6, 4 minutes left. And I'm trying to give Q Morrison a breather and a break. I need you to not come in and just start getting fouls. Lily Grissett with a block. Good block on Q Morrison. Morrison gonna laugh it off. And Grissett and Morrison gonna talk some smack there.
It's all love.
It's all love there. And Coach Stafford Odom is gonna take a timeout. And so we're gonna do the same as well. 76-70 lead for the Charlotte Crown. You're watching Savannah Steel basketball. We'll be right back.
Trying to decide what to do with your future? Consider the Georgia Air National Guard. Sergeant Runk and Sergeant Whitehead are here to tell us about the Georgia Air National Guard.
So what we are a small component of the grander scheme of the United States Air Force, but specifically within the state of Georgia. We offer a ton of benefits, we offer a ton of career fields, but really we're just a small aspect of what the Air Force offers and the DoD offers across the entirety of the force.
So you can be in the Air National Guard and still be a civilian?
We have tons of benefits like our educational benefits that allow you to still be a full-time student and not sacrifice any of that time away, but also still get to take advantage of all the career fields that we have in the Air Force.
For anyone who might be interested in joining the Air National Guard, how can they get a hold of you?
Look us up online, Georgia Air National Guard Recruiting, and you'll find your local recruiter. You can also give a call to myself directly at 912-308-6426.
Both myself and Sergeant Whitehead can kind of guide you to where you should fit best.
Savannah, the Steel are bringing the power of women's professional basketball to Enmarket Arena all season long. From big-time plays to an electric crowd, every game delivers the intensity and excitement basketball fans have been waiting for. Don't miss your chance to be a part of the action with Savannah Steel basketball. Get your single game tickets now at steelupshot.com.
Savannah, hockey season will be here before you know it. The hits, the goals, the noise inside Enmarket Arena. Your Savannah Ghost Pirates return this fall, bringing loud crowds, big moments, and nonstop action on the ice. So call the crew, pick your seats, and get ready for another season of hockey in Savannah. For more information, visit ghostpirateshockey.com.
And we're back here at Enmarket Arena. The Charlotte Crown lead the Savannah Steel 76-70. Looking to get some play underway. It's 3:47 left to go in this game. It's anyone's game. Remember, you're playing for something. We're playing for an inaugural opportunity to be in a team in an inaugural championship. And it'll be still basketball on the sideline. Lydia, you asked me earlier.
I was going to say, back to that question, favorite Christmas gift.
Right.
We got people in the chat talking about Christmas gifts. What was your favorite Christmas gift?
My favorite.
The chat can tell us their favorite Christmas gifts too.
My favorite Christmas gift right now, more recent. My mom and my dad bought me an iPad.
Okay.
Last Christmas, and I'm using it. It's been such a huge help. So that's been my favorite so far right now. Olivia Cochran again. I mean, we saw that move earlier in the first half, and she does it again in the second, and she just stays calm, cool, and collected with it as well. You can see the fans love the move right there. I mean, just a nice veteran move. Z Spearman, Lily Grissett recognizing Z Spearman has 5 fouls, and she's gonna take it to the hole any chance she can get.
Definitely.
Z Spearman really trying to stay in this game to help her teammates out. She can't afford to get any fouls. Looking to swing the ball on the inside. Diamond Battles is gonna drive and try to get it up. Gets it to Spearman. Gives it to Jenkins on the inside. And the referees stop the clock. We're gonna have to fix the time on the game on the shot clock, excuse me, because when the whistle was blown, there was at least 8 seconds still on that shot clock. There was. Oh, taking a look at that. Oh, it doesn't hit anything, so there should have been a, okay, I get it. It's going to be Crown basketball because it should have been a shot clock violation there because Diamond Battles shot did not hit anything. And now Coach Ross is going to discuss with the officials and ask them to take a look at that because the shot clock still didn't go off. So regardless if it hit, didn't, or did not, there shouldn't have been it couldn't have been a violation because the clock wasn't out yet.
Yeah.
So regardless, that could have been counted as a pass, and Z Spearman could have caught the pass and went up.
Yeah.
I mean, regardless if it was an air ball shot or not, that doesn't stop the clock. It's not a violation until the shot clock runs out.
Looks like the referees here are going to.
So they will be taking a look at that to see if there would have been a shot clock violation. Trying to be very particular of our verbiage here because, again, we see the clock winding down as Battles drives. She could have been called for, none could have been called for a foul there. She does hit Battles' hands, but it's not called. Oh, okay, so.
And then
there's the shot clock violation. Z Spearman does have the ball as the clock is winding down. So it'll be Crown basketball. It'll be Crown basketball in the inbound. Kelly bringing the ball up the floor, crosses the midcourt stripe. Richardson with a tough take to the hole. Too strong, she leads. Good hands by Kelly, and it'll be Savannah Steel basketball. Kelly's trying to say she didn't hit it, but I feel like that was pretty clear as day that she does hit the basketball away from Alicia Jenkins, who was the only other player down the floor.
Yeah, I think kind of what we're watching now, and I know you talked about it a little bit earlier, Savannah just needed to play with their style, play with their pace. Yes, they like to play fast, but they got to execute off of that playing quick, slow down. There's 2 minutes and 15 seconds left. They've really got a lot of time.
Only a 6-point game. It's been a 6-point game for a while. Mouse in the house, Q Morrison gonna get the short jumper in the corner.
And we've got to see the defensive intensity just completely pick up here for the Steel. They've got to get stops. They've got to compact these stops to score on offense.
Diamond Battles playing some tough defense on KK Deans. And there's a little mismatch. You got Shaquila Nutt and Lily Grissett in for Charlotte, and you have Z Spearman and Alicia Jenkins in for Savannah. Those are the two forwards. So those should be the players who are on their forwards.
Definitely, yeah.
It was definitely a little confusing there. Jenkins alone for the three, too strong. Jalea Williams tries to get the rebound, ends up falling. She felt like she was tripped. Still trying to see Williams, Scott, and Battles get their first points in this game. All three are the newcomers for the Savannah Steel team and have yet to score in this game.
Right, and that could just be coming with finding the new flow of the offense, but obviously we know Z Spearman's hot. She's been being fed.
Spearman's shaking her head. Yes, I fouled Kelly. We need to stop the clock. It's 1:09, down 6. Savannah could still pull out this win, y'all. It's anyone's game.
Time and execution. They've got to execute. They've got to get their stops.
It's all about how you manage the clock here. 7-point game, 1:09 left. And Kelly's gonna hold up her form at the free throw line. Her way of shushing the crowd. You heard a fan say, please miss it, please miss it. Williams, good hands, still shot short. Implores Kylie Conagray Lucas to pick up her dribble. And now, what was 1:09 on the clock is now 46 seconds. KK Deans makes the first. Now a 9-point game. And a 10-point game, 46 seconds left to go in the game. Looking for the three, and that is off. KK Deans with the rebound. And Jalea Williams is gonna foul KK Deans, and they're gonna stop the clock. 28.7 left to play, and it's a 10-point game. Deans makes the first. And Deans makes the second. Trying to get the ball on the inside to Z Spearman, no good, and Kelly will dribble it out. And the Charlotte Crown will take the win, 86-74. And that'll end this road trip for the Crown, as they'll be playing host to the Greensboro Groove on July 30th. And I think in this regard, they finished the trip with 7 wins out of a 12-game road trip.
Yeah, it was definitely a battle tonight, Christmas in July, but just kind of seeing the intensity from both teams, setting the tempos exactly how they needed to be set. And I feel like tonight was the first night in a while, especially at home, where we've really seen the Savannah Steel kind of lock into the pace that they want to play, especially with their new players who Coach Ross talked a lot about, who are able to kind of set the tone. And, you know, we're able to play with the pace that we've always kind of talked about because of these new players.
Right, and so Coach Ross also just mentioned how excited she was to just finish out this third part of this season. I mean, if you look at it, it's three different seasons in a sense. So getting ready to start this August trip for the season and utilizing these new players to really bring the fresh legs, bring the energy, and then also just bring the scoring and the versatility that they have and they can bring to this team. She's expecting to see a lot of it.
Yeah, and I definitely think we saw a lot of great chemistry tonight as well between the players. And, hey, I mean, what better time than to start the chemistry to start clicking with playoffs coming up here in August.
Speaking of playoffs and the rest of the season, you're looking at the watch guide for the week of July 20th through the 26th. Of course, this was the game tonight on the 23rd, us hosting the Crown. And then the Groove and the Waves played each other as well earlier in that. So definitely go and check out the UPSHOT League website to get the score on that game. And then on the 25th, the Waves are at Greensboro, and the 26th as well. So we're going to take it. We're going to call it a night here. Lydia, thank you for being on the broadcast with me this season. This is Lydia's last game, you guys. So it's definitely been fun. I'm excited. I've been happy to have you on the broadcast calling these games with me. And
Yes.
we'll end it here. The Charlotte Crown with the win, 86-74 over the Savannah Steel. Finish out the trip, and now the Savannah Steel on an 8-game losing streak. But knowing Coach Ross, that's not what the focus is.
I was
They're
going
not
to
going to
say, tonight
focus
was
on
hopeful. Tonight was a step in the right direction, 100% for the Steel. That looked great.
that. All right, well, we'll end it here. I'm Destiny Hartwell alongside my partner in crime, Lydia Gattosi. Thanks for watching Savannah Steel basketball on the UPSHOT League for UPSHOT TV and on Scripps tonight with Amazon Prime. Have a good night, and we'll see you next time.